Good day, fourth graders. Today our lesson is lesson 2-7, subtract across zeros. And our goal for this lesson is to be able to use the standard algorithm to subtract from numbers with zeros. So the number we're subtracting from, that first number, is going to have zeros, and we want to see how that affects our answer, because subtracting 0 gives us the same number we started with, but subtracting from 0 does not. And we'll see how that plays a part in this problem here. Under Solve and Share, on page 61, again, everyone should have their math book out and be on page 61. I'll give us all a minute to take out our math book and turn to page 61. Okay, now under Solve and Share, it says London, England is 15,710 kilometers. 15,710 kilometers from the South Pole. And then it says that Tokyo, Japan is 13,953 kilometers from the South Pole. How much farther is London than Tokyo from the South Pole? When we see that phrase, go ahead and underline that. When we see that phrase, how much farther, it means we're using subtraction. Whenever we hear how much bigger or how much farther, it indicates that we need to use subtraction to find the difference between the two numbers. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do 15,000. The distance London is from the South Pole, 15,710. Let's go ahead and subtract from that 13,953, and let's see what answer we get. Now, please pay attention here. We do want to do 0 minus 3, and that is, I repeat, please don't make this mistake, class. It is not going to be 3. 0 minus 3 is not 3. I will repeat myself one more time. 0 minus 3 is not 3. We cannot do 0 take away 3 because 0 is too small. 0 is smaller than 3, so we cannot do 0 minus 3. Please do not put that 3 there in the ones place in your answer. I repeat, 0 minus 3 is not 3. That is 3 minus 0. 3 minus 0 is 3. 0 minus 3 is not 3. Thank you so much, class. Thank you so much. All right, so let's go ahead and solve this. Since we cannot do 0 minus 3, we need to regroup from our next place value. The 1 becomes a 0, and the 0 here gets 10 added to it. It becomes a 10. Now we have 10 minus 3, which we can do. That is going to be 7. And 0 minus 5, we run into the same issue again. We cannot take away 5 from 0. So we're going to regroup. Our 7 is going to turn into a 6. And our 0 is going to turn into a 10. This is a 10 here. 10 minus 5 is going to give us 5. 6 minus 9, once again, we cannot do 6 minus 9, class, because 6 is too small. 9 minus 6 is 3, but this does not say 9 minus 6. This says 6 minus 9. So what are we going to do? Because 6 is too small, we are going to regroup. This 5 becomes a 4, 1 less, and the 6 becomes a 16, it becomes 10 more. Now 16 minus 9 gives us 7. 4 minus 3 gives us 1. And 1 minus 1 gives us 0, but we don't need to include that. So our answer is 1,757 kilometers farther. Okay, so London is farther from the South Pole than Tokyo, Japan is, and it is 1,757 kilometers farther. Please go ahead and write this down. Please go ahead and write this down. Remember, whenever we're subtracting, we take away 1 from the number on our left and add 10 to the number that we're subtracting from. Take 1 away from one place and add 10 to the other. All right, let's go ahead and scroll down. Okay, look back. It says, explain how you decided what operation to use to find how much farther London is than Tokyo from the South Pole. And the operation we used was subtraction, right? We used a subtraction. That was the operation that we used. And why did we use subtraction? Because how much farther means we are looking for a difference. We are looking for a difference. When we say how much farther, how much bigger, how much more, that always means, more times than not, that we are going to be using subtraction. Go ahead and write this down, class. We used subtraction because how much farther means we are looking for a difference, means we are looking for an answer to a subtraction problem.